Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your hour of live readings. I'm just sharing the video into my group, so I'll just be with you in 1 second. Oh, there it is. Hi, Raylene. Hi, Tani. Hope you're both well. Hi, Sarah. Lovely to have you all here. I'll just give it a minute or so for some more to join, and then we'll get started. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Rosa. Hope you're all doing well. Well, I'll just open in prayer and then we'll get started. So if you just give me a second. So if we could all just blend together, while I just open our live in prayer. Divine Spirit, Father God, we come before you this morning with reverence and gratitude. We ask for healing for everybody watching this morning, for all those in your hearts and minds at this time who need the loving, healing thoughts. We also ask for healing for those on beds of sickness and those that have recently taken their transition to the spirit world. And we also ask for healing for our friend Deb King, who has just lost her husband, Keith, who has recently passed. So we ask for healing for Deb and all her family at this time, bringing all that loving, healing energy. May your light guide our words, our thoughts and our hearts. We welcome the loving spirits who seek to connect with those here today. May all communications be delivered with truth, compassion and integrity. We ask for protection and clarity as we serve as bridges between the two worlds. In love and light we begin this life, and I ask all this in your name, which is love. Amen. So good morning, everybody. It's lovely to have you all here as always, and I hope you're all doing really well. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Linda. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Julie. So for those that haven't met me before, my name is Kirsty Ashton and I'm a spiritual medium. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be able to connect you with your loved ones in spirit, because it's all part of that healing journey when you know that they're there with you, supporting you and guiding you, and they're not on your own. I know it's not the same as having them here physically with us, but it does help knowing that they're still there and bringing the love and care that is needed. How I tend to work when I'm doing a live, I work differently from a live to a divine service. I tend to offer the information out and see what spirit bring forward and then find out where I'm going. It's just how I tend to work when I'm doing a live. I do feel I'll do a mixture of spiritual readings and card readings, so let's just go with the flow and see who we've got with us first. I am aware of a lady that stepped forward. She's given me the name Kath. This lady doesn't have to be this doesn't have to be her name, but it could be a name associated with her or with somebody here today. That's if I ever bring any names forward, it doesn't have to be the person's name. It could just be a name around yourself or somebody, something she knew. I know with somebody here today that words need to be spoken. So this lady's telling me that somebody here is bottling things up. I don't know if she had like a chest infection or pneumonia before she passed, because that's just how she's making me feel. My chest feels not good. But this lady was so independent. She, even when she was unwell, she'd still try and muddle along and do everything that needed doing. And she was always fussing over everybody. She loved to fuss and just make sure everybody was okay and that everybody had everything they needed. She was a good family member, a good friend, a good neighbour. She just genuinely cared, and I know it's left a hole in somebody's heart since this lady's passed. She does feel very nurturing. So I don't know if this is mum or a mother figure, but that's just how she's making me feel. I do feel though, before she passed, um, she just got really tired. So even like the simplest of tasks of getting dressed, things had to be done in stages. So she'd have to like say get dressed and have a rest, and or maybe have a wash, have a rest, then get dressed. She just got really, really drained. I am drawn to Rebecca. So if everybody else just can listen out, but I am drawn to Rebecca. And I feel that Rebecca, you had a really good relationship with your mum. And I know there's a lot of emotion around you at this time because she's a bit emotional. She's telling me that you're feeling a bit lost and that you're really missing her. And she's just said she appreciates you. So I know that at the moment you're not feeling appreciated and people are just really annoying you, if that makes sense. But she appreciates you and she keeps repeating that. Let me see. I know that you would help your mum as well, Rebecca, if she needed anything, if she needed some shopping or she needed help at home or she needed help when she wasn't well, she'd let you do more than she would let others. And I feel that that's got something to do with the bond that you share. She's given me February as a significant month. I know you talk to her on a daily basis. Are you lost her in your teens? Thank you. Let me see. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. Um, Feb is your birthday. It's mine too. She's aware of a situation that's going on around you, and she says she's dealing with it. So I know that, Rebecca, you've asked for some help from spirit, from your mum, and she just says, I'm dealing with it. Because she hated people being treated terribly. She says it really annoys her. And she doesn't like to see you upset. And you're not able to switch off. She says your mind's going 10 to a dozen and you're just tired all the time because you're not sleeping properly. Um, I've just looked at the clock and it's 11:11. So I feel that you see angel numbers a lot at the moment. Don't know if you ever look at the clock and you might see 11:11 or you see it in different things. I just need to bring angel numbers around you as well. I feel that you felt like somebody is holding you back. There's something you're wanting to do and it's making you doubt yourself. But your mum says you're good enough. You can do anything you put your mind to, you're good enough. And I'll always help you every step of the way. She says, I know you feel like you're at a crossroads, but it's time now for you to walk forward. I've just picked a card for you. And it's, let me see, it's this one. And it says, openness, let yourself love and be loved. And it's got a lady there and she's holding a big pink rose. So I know your mum was a flower lover, but she's giving you a pink rose. And pink roses for me are like for eternal love. And that's like the love that your mum has for yours. For you, sorry. There's some yellow in there to bring you some upliftment. But the lady in the card, she just looks so peaceful. And your mum's just saying, you know what you need to do. She says you people have broken your trust and you put a brick wall up. And she's just saying when you're around the right people, the bricks will come down. And also there's a bit of gold in there, and gold for me is for new beginnings. So I feel like you've gone through this such hard time, but you're going to be moving forward. There's a lot of positivity coming your way. I feel like you're going to step back from some people and that will just make you feel so much better and new things will come into your life. Because there's things you want to be doing, but how you're feeling at the moment, you're like, oh, I can't be bothered. But everything is going to change. Just keep believing in yourself, like your mum says, but be proud of yourself for everything you've dealt with. And she says good things are coming your way. So I'll leave her love with you, Rebecca, and I thank you for working with me. You're welcome, Rebecca. I hope it helps. Let's see. I've got a man with me, and he's in a three-piece suit. Feel like he's of a grandfather generation. He's got like a pocket watch in his pocket, so I know some point in his life he would have had a pocket watch. He was a really intelligent man. He loved, let me see. And he was such a hard worker because he loved his family and he wanted to be the best provider that he could. He's coughing away, so I do feel like he'd have had a really bad cough. I do think there was something with his lungs, and he's just coughing away, and I think he had a cough for a long, long time. I do smell like cigarette or cigar smoke with him. So I know at some point in his life he would have smoked. So you can take this as your grandfather, Charlene. Let me see. Oh, and I've got Colette and Dawn. I know it's a grandfather. Let me see. Because that is gave me that straight away that that's what it was. Let me see. He was such a sociable felt man, and he liked being with people. He's showing me like sat with somebody in a pub, and he's got like half a bitter. So I do know he'd like to be sociable, but he loved family and just having everybody in the same room. So if there were ever like a family party of, like celebrating Christmas and things, it was so important having that time together because he was such a hard worker. Um, just having time and being present really meant a lot to him. He's given me the name Chris, so this could be a name associated with him or around somebody here. Let me see. The name Len or Leonard, that's a significant name as well. He's not telling me where it fits, he's just laughing. So he's just got this proper belly laugh. Because he finds it amusing that he's been, and he just wants to make everybody laugh. And I know that somebody here has been going through a really hard time at the minute, and they're feeling alone, even though they've got people around them. They're needing some support, but they don't like asking for help, if that makes sense. I've also got August as a significant month, and something around the 8th of a month. Let me see. I am drawn to Sarah. So if I can work with you, Sarah, but if everybody else just listens out. So yeah, it drew me to the 8th of a month. He knew a lot of stuff. Um, so 8th of May, and it's there. Thank you for that, Sarah. He just knew random stuff. He's saying random rubbish. And he's laughing, and he just sat there with this paper, and he read it. He read it back page to page, like front to back, and did crossword and stuff. But I feel like sometimes he'd get another paper as well. So I don't know if he got like the local paper like once a week or something. But he's showing me like one of them big papers that we used to have like back in the day. I know they're a lot smaller now, and I feel like he might have done a bit of reading as well. But he loved being outside, just pottering. Do you know, having some time outside, and he wanted to feel like he'd have done a bit of gardening. He says, "Oh, I did it to get out at house sometimes," and he's laughing about that. So I do feel he'd have teased his wife, and he finding this very amusing. But because he's showing me like different pots. So I don't know if you've been doing a bit of gardening or something, Sarah, as well. Potting plants or something. he did like to keep busy, and I know as he did get older, he couldn't do as much, so he were happy that he did what he could when he could, and just making things nice. He says she did all housework and stuff. I like to I like to potter in garden to get from under the feet. He says she used to tell me off all time, you know. But he's finding it really amusing. He says once she'd mopped the floor and everything in the kitchen, and I walked in and there were mud on floor. There were mud on floor from my shoes, and I got a right telling off. But he just laughed everything off, and that's just how he was. Humour helped him, and he didn't like to, people. He laughed a lot off because he didn't want. He says, "Oh, that generation where you didn't really show as much emotion." He's given me the number 80, so I don't know if it's 1980. Um, but he's just given me that. But he's saying, "I'll help you in garden. Um, I'll tell you what to do." He says, "And when you're doing your gardening, I'll be there with you. Start simple." He says, "A few pots can make all the difference." And he's saying that you need that colour as well in your life at the minute. Oh, your door number is 80. So he's bringing a lot of like yellow around you, and that's upliftment. And I feel that that's what you need at the minute, that upliftment. But he's bringing like pinks around you for love. I think we're going through a coloured rainbow here. We're bringing that white in for peace of mind as well. It's on about you planting some bulbs in October, he says, because they always look nice in spring after a rubbish winter. He says when you see daffodils and tulips come up, he says I do that when we get to October. And it's like he's just want to help you. But he's saying to let people help you as well, if that makes sense, Sarah. I know there's somebody around you as well that needs a bit of healing. But I feel like you need a bit as well. I know there's a lot of emotion around you at the minute. And you can go to bed shattered and you get up shattered as well. But he's given me the song and things can only get better. And he's giving you that because he says the words will help you. Let's pick a card for you, Sarah. I've got this card and it says choose compassion and move forward with grace. And you are so compassionate about everybody, but be compassionate about yourself as well. And I feel like you sometimes get a bit frustrated with yourself, and he's saying there's no need. He says just things will get easier, but he says don't let it bother you. No, let me just reword that. Those people that have upset you, is saying just stick a smile on your face. Don't let them know it's bothered you. And just keep moving forward with grace. He says, I'll always stick up for you. He says, 'cause I always stuck up for my family. Because you mean the world to me. He says, I know you don't like accepting help, but let me help you from the spirit world. I went, keep talking to me. He says, you bottle things up. You don't have to do everything yourself. And it's just like showing somebody walking down the street, smile on the face, and he says that bothers people more when you just stick a smile on your face and don't let people know it bothers you, because people want things to bother people. So just stick that smile on your face. He says you've got a beautiful smile and it will help you. Just talk to him and it'll help you. But just talk to him so he wants to help. We've got blue in there for some calmness. And I know you like being by the water. And I know that you sense spirit as well when they're around you. Or you just get a thought and you think somebody's there. But just keep looking forwards. And that's good, you talk to him every day. And he just loves you. And he says, I'll help you every step of the way. So I'll leave his love with you, Sarah, and thank you for working with me. You had spirit in your room last night. Let me see. I've got a younger lady with me now. She's given me the name Louise, but it doesn't have to be her name, like I said before. But she is younger. I know she passed before her time. I do feel she passed with a cancerous condition. She's making me feel just so sick. But she was so positive. You're welcome, Sarah. It was a pleasure. Hope it helped you. So yeah, she just felt really sick and really tired. But she says, "'Cause I was so stubborn, I just did as much as I could, and I wanted to keep making memories." I do feel we're on a friendship vibration, but I could be wrong. But that's just how she's making me feel. She's a tough cookie. Well, she's just making me feel now how she did before she got ill, and she was just so full of energy. She loved life. She loved people. Um, she loved music as well. She'd always have some music playing at home. She says I'd even have a bit of a dance as well. Let me see. I can see Charlene take it and Billy. She's telling me it was a shock to everybody when she got a diagnosis. She says I didn't even. She says I had a feeling, but you always hope that it's not going to be. She's still having a little dance and she's like in kitchen doing her jobs. Um, and she used to be worried as well about losing her hair. There's something about her hair. And she says, well, it's a lady's statement. She said, no, she wanted a teenager, Teresa. She said, it's a statement, isn't it, for a woman, the locks, and she was always scared of losing it. And I feel like, she brushed her hair and some had come out, and she goes, it made me emotional at first, but I had to get used to it. So now I've got Charlene and Billy. I'm just going to ask her for something that will split the link. She's given me the number 16, so I feel like it is a day in a month, the 16th of a month. I just asked her for something to... She's making me feel really thirsty as well. So I feel that that's how she felt. And she's showing me somebody using one of them things to moisten her lips. So I know that that happened before she passed. You know, when she didn't have long, somebody had like moistened her lips so she got a bit of hydration. So you can take the 16th, Charlene. Let's see why she's come through today. She always wore a lovely necklace as well. She's not showing me it, but she's making me hold mine. So I know that she had a lovely necklace. She loved jewellery as well. She says, I won't flash it, but I liked a bit of jewellery. She always liked to look nice as well, but she loved colour. And she's telling me, Charlene, that you must be taking on other people's problems at the minute. She says you got weight at world on your shoulders. And there's things that you need to sort out yourself. I don't know if... let me see. Don't know if you like crystals, but she's just drawing me to a load of different crystals that I've got on my desk. And I feel like sometimes you'll hold one in your hand, Charlene, and you just feel the energy from the crystals and the healing properties. And I know that healing's really important to you. And there's a lot of people around you at this time that need it as well. And I know there's somebody around you that's suffering with the back. Gosh, she just put me a sharp pain in my back. She loved Christmas. I feel like she was good at wrapping as well. Because she's shown me like presents. And the wrapping's really beautiful. She always so thoughtful, and she always made an effort. She's saying that you've run off your feet and you need to take some time for yourself. She says even if it's just 5 minutes, just take that time for you, just to put your feet up. I feel like you've had to take a step back from a lot of negativity as well, which has helped you on your spiritual journey. Because people were really draining you from how they were. Bit of toxicity, but it's helped you move forward on your spiritual journey. I've picked this card for you, and it says, let go of the need to be right. But I'm not giving you that. I'm giving you that somebody around you has always got to feel like they're right, even when they're not right. And it used to get to you, but you're just letting it go over your head now. And you've come to terms with it's just them. But I feel like somebody in your past has been like that. And let me see. And they'd make others feel like you were wrong or in the wrong. when you're not and you wasn't. It was just them and their need to be right. This lady, she's dressed like she's going to a wedding. So I don't know if you've got a wedding coming up in the family or in friends. But just looking at the card, that's what it made me feel like. We've got the pink for that unconditional love. There's gold in there for a new start, and I need to say it as a new start. Um, there's purple all around the head and like energy coming off the head. So I know that your connection to your spirit team is getting stronger, and because you're in a better place, even though you've got a lot going on, you working with spirit is helping you as well as it's helping others. And they're saying it's okay to show emotion as well. But she's giving you a white rose, and I feel that that's significant. But she's also giving you it for peace of mind. So I'll leave her love with you, Charlene, and thank you for working with me. Good afternoon, everybody, to those that have just joined. Let's see who we've got next. Oh, you're welcome, Charlene. I hope it helped. I've got a man with me now. I know this man is Dad. He gave me the name Christine, so I know that that name is significant somewhere. He's such a kind man. Wicked, wicked, wicked sense of humour, and he made me say wicked 3 times. Um, he just, he was a joker. And if he could make somebody laugh, that made his day. Because he didn't like to see people sad or upset, he just wanted the humour to lift people's spirits, to raise the vibrations. And he had the biggest heart going. Let me see. He's saying to live for the moment. Um, so I've got Jade and I've got Julie. Yeah, living for the moment and being present and making memories. But that's what this man was like. He liked to live in the moment. He liked to be present, and making memories is really important to him. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog barking. And I could give the person every year, every month of the year near enough. But I need to give August and July. And it's showing me the number 10. So I don't know if it's the 10th of a month or October. But it showed me the number 10. He loved being outside. And I went through a lot in his life. Yeah, life wasn't easy for him. He went through a lot, but just being with his family and just being outside, just getting some fresh air, just being with people that he loved, it really helped him. But being grounded as well. Um, Let me just have a quick look at the comments. Vanessa's dad passed 10th of October. Julie lived at number 10. Passed in August, went into hospital during life. His birthday, the 10th month, October. Let's see. I know he was in the forces. And that was a way of life for him, and I feel like he missed the camaraderie when he left. Because he made a lot of good friends. He saw a lot, but serving his country um, meant a lot. I am drawn to Jade. And he's taking his time like finding out where I'm going. I am drawn to Jade, but if everybody else can just listen out. He's going well, and laughing. Um, he says, I missed out on a lot, but he's joking around, and it's just meaning since he passed, he's missed a lot, but he's seen a lot of growth in you. And he's around you every day, but sometimes you think, wondering if he is. And he says, well, I'd given all these signs, to let her know I'm there. And sometimes she thinks, oh, is that him? Or you're doubting that he isn't there. But I know you don't always feel him, but he is there every day. And he knows that you've needed his support as well. And to help you believe in yourself. I know there's a lot going on in life, and that's why he wanted to come forward today to let you know that he is with you and he does have you back. And even though he's in spirit, he always has your best interests at heart. I need to give you the name Kate or Katie. She's just drawn me to a book I've got on my desk, and it keeps drawing me to the first name of the author. I don't know if you can take the surname Bennett, because he just popped that in my mind. I also need to give you the month of May, or the name May. And I don't know if you like fireworks, but it's saying remember the 5th of November. And I know that's bonfire night. Um, let me just. I know that's bonfire night in the UK. So I don't know if it's the 5th of November that's significant. Or he'd take you to firework displays, or he'd do one at home for you. But he says it's just getting out of hand now. It ain't just one day a year, it's nearly every day there's blooming fireworks going off. They don't think of animals. So I know your dad was an animal lover. Ah, okay, thank you. I'll pick a card for you. And he's telling you off for second guessing yourself, if that makes sense, Jade. So I've got this card for you. That's where we must be then, with the fireworks. Did your dad like fireworks? I don't like asking questions. The card said, time to evolve and trust in your ability to guide others. And this is a really spiritual card because the card is purple, and for me that's a spiritual colour. We've got some pink in there for the unconditional love. There's a lot of white, and white for me is just bringing you that peace of mind. But there's a light coming out from the third eye, and your dad's just saying that you'll see things more clearly, looking at the light coming off the third eye. But there's a lot of energy around the head, so I know that you sometimes feel the energy of spirit around your head. And we've got some gold in there as well for the change and the positivity. Just a lot of change coming up. But he says he's seen the transformation in you and that you are evolving. And he's just saying to keep up the hard work. And that he is proud of you, that you found your thing. Yeah, I can understand that with the bangs. I think he's saying all fireworks should be silent. So they're pretty to look at, but there's not the loud bangs. But he just says to keep being you and keep enjoying life and making memories. And he's just saying, remember that I'm always with you. So make those memories with you because you're never alone. And I'll always wind you up, and I'll always wind you up, and I'll always tease you because it's what dads are for. So I'll leave his love with you, Jade, and thank you for working with me. I know I've only got 10-ish minutes left, so I'll pick a few cards. I'll come to Rebecca Jones first, please. Let's see what the cards have got to say for you, Rebecca. I've got this card for you, Rebecca, and it says Divine Protection Breakthrough Moment. I feel there's been some negativity around you, Rebecca, and the spirit are putting like a bubble of protection around you to bounce off all the negativity that's been draining you. And but with the breakthrough moment, I think you've had a lot of realizations lately, and you know what you need to be doing. There's a lot of blue in the card, so I do feel you need that calmness around you at the minute. Because your spirit is saying that you're not able to switch off, that your mind is always working, and you're a bit restless on a night. They're telling me as well. They're bringing some upliftment, so I know that you need a bit of upliftment at the minute. And there's a lot of gold in there, so gold for me is for change. So I do feel that you felt at a crossroads and that you need that positive change. I do feel you've been waiting for something as well. But Spirit are so proud of you, and they're saying that you're always there to help others. But there's like a lady in the card, but there's like then a person behind. And I feel that there's a situation around you at the minute that you're watching over. There's a situation that you're watching over at the minute, and Spirit are just saying that that will be resolved. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Rebecca. But there's a lot of like lights around on this card, and for me that's Spirit. So I feel that you've got a lot of spirit in Spirit. A lot of your loved ones who were always there for you. And they're saying you've got such a big heart. Do what makes you happy. And to keep being you. And don't let anybody change you. So I'll leave the love of Spirit with you. And I hope that made sense, Rebecca. And thank you for working with me. Can I come to Tony next, please? Let's just see what we've got for you, Tony. I've got this card. It says the teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. And let me see. I feel that you love helping other people, whether it's spiritually in your spiritual life or in your physical life. You just like to be there for others. And sometimes you wish people would be there for you more, but you're such an empath and you just care and you just always want to be there for others. But sometimes, and I feel this is spiritually, um, when you're helping someone, you doubt that, am I doing the right thing? And Spirit are here to tell you that you know more than you ever think you do. And when you're helping people, I feel that a lot of the words that come forward are from Spirit. They just keep putting thoughts in your mind so that you know what to say. There's a really deep purple around this card, so I know, well, it starts off lighter and then gets deeper. So I know that your connection to Spirit is getting stronger. There's a lot of like yellow and orange light coming out of the third eye. So I know that I don't know if you work clairvoyantly or if that's something that's coming in that you'll be working more clairvoyantly, but it just looks, I can see in the light, I can see images, so I know that you will see more clearly. But they're bringing some blue around you for calmness, so I feel that you've had a lot going on, you've had a lot of feel sadness and upset, but it's your time now to do what you love, to do what you enjoy, and to keep helping those um, around you. People just get drawn to you, and those people are the ones that need your help. But just to stay focused and just do what makes you happy. And it's good to be unique as well, they're saying, but do what makes you happy. You don't have to do something to please others, you just have to do what pleases you because you're doing the right thing, Spirit is saying. So I hope that makes sense, Tony, and thank you for working with me. Right, I've got time quickly for one more. I'll come to Dawn Johnson, please. Let's have a quick drink. see, I've got this card for you, Dawn. And it's got a person on it, but it's got an elephant as well. It says you are attracting health, wealth and happiness. Looking at the elephants to me mean family. So family's important to you. But I feel that some of your friends are like your family. Because I just got put in my mind that the friends are the family that you make for yourself, if that makes sense. But the elephant's blue, so I'm bringing some calmness around you at the minute. I feel that there's somebody unwell around you, but also I feel that life is busy and you need to take a breath when you can, if that makes sense, Dawn. There's a lot of gold, so I feel that Spirit is saying to me, when one door closes, another one opens. So I feel that something's happened, but you've got something new beginning. Oh, you're welcome, Tony. And oh, that's exciting. I'll look out for you when you're working. So I know there's something new starting. I can relate to that, Dawn. I used to be a carer as well. Looking at the elephant, I can see like, I don't know if it's a staff or I can't think of the word. It's got like 3 prongs. And I know somebody's not being very nice to you. But I feel there's some jealousy. It's not your problem. It's somebody else's. Um, but they're making you feel you've done something wrong. Ah, okay, thank you, Dawn. They're bringing some green in there for some healing. There's a lot of pink, and it's like around the head of the elephant and the lady. So I know that you've got a lot of loved ones in spirit who are bringing that unconditional love. Things will change. And they're bringing some peace around you as well. You need to be able to, they want you to switch off, just have time where you can decompress and just switch off, even if it's like just sat outside for half an hour or just sat watching telly, just where you don't have to concentrate, where you can just watch, but taking that time that you need is really important. And I've got a pink rose for you, and I feel that that's from a lady in spirit. So I'll leave the love of spirit with you, Dawn, and thank you for working with me. I can understand that, Dawn. My mind's always on override. So thank you, everybody, for being here. It's been lovely to be here with you all, as always. I'm just going to quickly close in prayer. And so, Divine Spirit, Father God, we thank you for the love, the guidance, and the healing that has been shared today. We honour the presence of our spirit loved ones and the messages they have given. May the peace, comfort, and hope of these connections remain in our hearts. As we close this gathering, we ask for continued blessings, protection, and love to surround each of us. Until we meet again, may we walk in light, truth, and gratitude. And I ask all this in your name, which is love. Amen. So thank you, everybody, for being here. As always, it's lovely to be back with you all. and I look forward to seeing you next time. So until then, everybody, take care and look after yourselves. And just remember that your loved ones are always with you because they walk beside you every day because spirit is everywhere. So thank you, everybody, and take care.